So have you ever been on a ride and your brain was just being rattled by all of the wind that was just hitting your helmet back and forth? Well, it could be two reasons why that is happening. One, you have a really poor windshield, and two, the windshield that you do have is not the right size for you and or your bike. So we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna show y'all what I have on mine in just a second. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so on my bike I have the Memphis Shades 5.5 dark smoke windscreen. It's super beautiful. It's well made. It's sporty. It looks real good. So let's check out how the bike looks. So you can see how it looks on my bike, and it gives it a nice aggressive look to it. Pretty sweet windshield. Definitely pretty sweet. And I love the dark smoke. So it's a few things that you want to think about when selecting the right windshield height for you. So for me, even though I love this windshield, I wanted to go with something slightly taller, because if you look at this area right here, you can see when I get on the bike in a few where it winds up with my line of sight. You can see when I have it straight up, I have a direct line of sight. Whenever you're picking out a windshield for your bike, you definitely want to get something, at least something that's dark, and it covers your field of view. And so with this windshield, you can see where the lip is and how it comes just enough up, but it's like right in my line of sight. Now, if I'm leaning back, it's not too much of a big deal, but sometimes I like to sit up and sit really aggressive with my riding, and I'll pop my visor up, and then I'll get some, not a lot, but just enough wind that's in my eyes and hitting my helmet. I don't say I usually wear, but I always wear a full face helmet, so I usually don't have too much of a problem. But when you're used to not getting no wind at all, I definitely wanted to get back to that. Over your head. Now we're gonna see what the 8.5 looks like. So this is the 5.5. We're gonna see what the 8.5 looks like. The windshield is held on by these 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. A standard Phillips head, and we're just gonna unloosen them real quick. You want to be careful when undoing your screen. When you get to the last bolt, make sure that you're holding on to it, because it can just pop off really quickly, and you don't want to damage your windscreen. Also, make sure that you have a nice, safe place to place your or put your windscreen, because you don't want to get it scratched up as well. Okay, so here we have the 8.5. We're going to go ahead and just sit on it and hold on it for a second while I get one screw just to set in it. I'm not going to torque it down all the way. I just want to get it in just so that it doesn't fall off. Also, when you're torquing or screwing your windshield down, you don't want to screw it down too tight, because you can crack the windshield. So just screw it down just enough to where it's nice and snug. You don't have to be like He-Man and just, I have the power. And there we have it. Ding! You can see, I still have a good line of sight over the 8.5, but I can tell already how much more lift I'm going to get from the wind, and it's going to go just right over my helmet, and I can pull my visor up and not have to worry about wind getting in my eyes. These cars just be hating. They just be hating. So you can see, look at this lip, y'all, and it's beautiful. Like, look at this side profile of this bike. It looks just amazing. This windshield definitely sets it off. So, and there you have it, guys. We have Memphis Shades 8.5. Remember, your stock windshields and short windshields do not give you much protection from the wind, and you will get a lot of head buffeting, and that's not what we want. We don't want to have headaches when we're done riding our rides, right? Right. Now, what I want you guys to do, if you can, is please check out this video right here from my trip to Detroit. And I also want you to check out my essentials and tips for getting on the highway right here. And this is GQ, the leader of the Peace Army, telling you guys to be safe, be cool, and most importantly, be you, and peace out until we meet again.